can't believe it. I'm back. My father's basement. They're still here. The records, the pool table. Yeah. Still got it. I could sink almost anything. Yeah, remember John used to come over. We'd marathon runs. We'd play pool all night long and listen to The Clash and Led Zeppelin. And man, those were the days. Remember we used to sneak the car out after midnight, push it out. That was a heavy car too. 3 on the tree, Dodge Dart with vinyl seats. Get it down to the bottom of the hill and in gear. Wow, we're on our way. The thing about that was the most amazing was the smell and the feel of the midnight air. It was cold, but we'd turn that heater on, turn the tunes up, and all we had to do was drive around. Driving around to nowhere. We didn't have to be going anywhere. 15 years old. It might have been the danger. It might have been the mystique. Or maybe it was just the midnight air. All in my father's basement. But what am I doing here now? I have no idea what happened in the last few years. First of all, I'm a valedictorian at high school speech, and the next thing I know, I've got a double honors major at a name university in McGill. It's like an Ivy League university in Canada, and it's not for me. It's not my dream. I buy a guitar, I head to Portugal, thinking this might be it. I've heard the Romani people, or otherwise known as gypsies, they play music at night, they dance around the midnight fire. They also stole my guitar. It was gone, but didn't slow me down. I bought a Spanish guitar for $25. Met some Brazilian friends, girl in my dreams, or so I thought. All those pursuits, and now what? I know there's something out there. I just don't know how to explain it to anybody. And I don't really know where to look for it. Like the age-old questions come to mind. Who am I? Where am I going? What is a destination anyway? You know what? I think I'll go back and I'll take a course, because you know what? In the end, that's kind of all I really know how to do. It's what I've been trained to do anyway. My dad's a professor. He teaches up Simon Fraser and up on the hill. I can carpool with him. Let's see what happens. So it's 1987. I take a course called Altered States of Consciousness. It's a survey course on everything that you can think of. Every seeker course there is, different types of spiritualities, alternate religions, and most important to me, Indian philosophy. Because my interest in Romani Gypsy people has kind of been transformed into an interest in India. But again, I really don't know how to go about this. I don't know where to start. So this course should be okay. About halfway through the semester, I see a yellow poster. It kind of looks homemade, black and white. There's a lady named Shri Mataji in the photo, and her hands outstretched. And I don't want a guru. I grew up in a family of academics. I was brought up to be critical in my mind and independent. I'm an independent seeker. I pride myself on that. But somehow this poster draws me in, and it's as if she's talking to me in a way. I know that sounds really weird, but that's what it was like. And then I had a vision. I had a vision of 10 people in a room drinking tea. Shri Mataji was there. It was like a circle. It felt like they had warmth and compassion, and they were inviting. So I wrote down the number and thought, I got to check that out. Things get busy. I lose the number. And it's the end of the semester. I'm sitting in my dad's basement again, looking at the pool table, and I realize nobody knows what the heck I'm doing. And I don't really know what I'm doing now either. John and Paul and all my friends, they've kind of moved on. Nobody's coming to play pool here anymore. One of them's got a graduate degree. I heard Donna got married the other day. It's not like I need to get married or get a graduate degree to feel like a person. I'm comfortable in myself, actually, but I just don't know what to say I'm doing anymore. And part of that bothers me. At least it does now, because everybody seems to be on a track forward, and I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I really don't. but I do know there's something out there. I felt it. Just don't know how to find it. Oh yeah, that poster, that yellow poster. I got to go back to that yellow poster. I felt something there. I don't know what it was, but I got to try that. It was free as well. I practically run across campus. I fly upstairs. I turn corners. I bolt down corridors. I think I almost knocked someone over. And then there it was, a bulletin board. Okay, there are a lot of posters on bulletin boards and campuses. So I start scraping and peeling them off. Rooms for rent and textbooks for sale, new courses to take. But the more I peel and scrape and claw at them, the more I realize it's not there. You know, at this point, I was already kind of down, but now I'm exhausted. It's not like I'm just exhausted spiritually, but I'm also physically exhausted. I just ran across campus. I'm tired of the roller coaster ride, the beliefs and things that might happen and might be that nobody understands. And then to get there, almost think it's right, and then it's just gone again. It's like fumbling the football in a big game. You know, I've even done that too. So I fall asleep. I just kind of slide down the wall, actually, and just fall asleep. And then it's got to be about 20 minutes. And believe it or not, I'm serious, it's really true. A beam of light, it was really a ray of sunlight, comes off this glass case across the hall that I didn't notice. And it woke me up. And I kind of just woke up and looked over. I followed it. And there it was, a glass case. And there was something yellow in it. And so I get up and I'm like, there's no way this could be it. But part of me is like ready to believe again. And you know, it's the yellow poster, as if somebody had thought about it, taken it off the wall and thought, you know what, he's going to find it. Let's put it here. Like, it felt like it was there just for me. So I called a number. Yeah. So you have a meeting on Tuesday? For sure. I'll be, and it's free, right? Yeah, I'll definitely be there. It's Tuesday, March 17th, 1987. It's St. Patrick's Day. And some people say the luck of the Irish will be with you. Well, it felt that way. I got to the meeting, and when the door opened, the guy behind the door, his name was Mark, had such a smile. And he just looked at me like, as if he already knew me. He was expecting me. And his smile, I'll just never forget it. It opened my heart. So I listened to a talk by a guy named Alan. There was a short presentation by Shri Mataji about Sahajayoga. And I didn't feel the things they were describing, like a cool breeze and fingertips, like, you know, tingling. I did feel at peace. I felt, I didn't have thoughts. And it was a little bit like the vision I had. We had tea afterwards. I tried it at home, back in my dad's basement. Every night, 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights. And then the 4th night, just as I was going through the exercises, you raise this energy up through these 7 chakras. And I had no idea what chakras were. You know, this is 1987. We're not going to yoga studios here. But when I raised this energy up, like they told me to do, wow, just like that, a shiver right up my spine, right up through this energy center on the top of my head. And it kind of startled me. It was so real. It's like, it was real. And it was inside of me, inside of my body. And it was an experience I was having. It was a huge relief after all I had been through. Just to realize that I could find what I was looking for just by sitting down in my father's basement, the place where I'd always found freedom.